What's up, gang?
I got it.
I think it's my fault.
Free the real.
What's up,
Keep the
man?
rest.
Hey, I got that check-in to go.
I'm gone.
A lot of these look lost.
They
They broke. They think it's my fault. No cost. I want that caught. I'm dripping. I'm stuck with the sauce.
Good drip. Good drip.
But she love you. Don't cut your.
Yeah,
Reynolds Da Vinci is white.
That's light.
Limited Louis, that's light.
Too light.
Rape in the city, that's light.
That's light.
LED, look at the light.
Too light.
We the ones don't like.
Don't like.
But you look too light.
Too light.
Why even play with your life?
Your life.
Bank account looking like yikes.
Looking like
I went from filling out kites
That's a call.
to putting it in my block. Blue Gucci sweater is drill.
That's drill.
Somebody give me a.
Drill.
These ain't like the cops.
Like bugs.
Gossiping more than a. In jail I had. I make you cut off the. Think that I made it, they can't be my friends, so they wanna be ops. If I see them hating and I'm in that spaceship, I'm dropping the top. Ain't like my beat, ain't no happy belated, I'm counting the guap. Who gave you a voice? Who told you your thoughts count? GPS straight to the money. I put my big homie got the big Mickey Mouse. You posted your at 12 and 8 that night, she had my all over the mansion. Can't sit on my house. I got that check-in to go. A lot of these look lost. They broke, they think it's my fault. No cost. I want that caught. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce.
Good drip.
But she love you, don't cut your.
Yeah,
Reynolds Da Vinci is white.
That's light.
Limited Louis, that's light.
Too light.
Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes.
With me, boy. Your hands in your fingers. Your ears with get back, watch it turn to a singer. Get the fighting like this Jerry Springer. All of my zip the back that like a popo. Don't do these, they popo. Had a G-Wagon truck turned to Rojo. Find a cable 2 wheels and they going wild down in Soho. One was black and the other was Mexican. Had a like a pollo. Younger than you with a Maybach. Younger than you with a Bentley. From the got in the gently. Ain't being friends with these. When I was down, I so had sympathy. But that's how I go when you broke. Now I'm out like mistletoe. This do my own. Not gonna lie, some of these new clones. Then she asked for a loan. Had to laugh, then I told her get gone. Gon' get that me on. Ain't no give me not a thing. So I spend 90K on my range. You can see all my pain in my watch. Got my ex down and walking around with my hand on my. Cause I'm popping and I know you not. And I know you see just how I'm living. You're not happy with life, so you rockin' Reeboks on treetops, getting walk. Got a big Benz like Sasquatch. Every time you see it, with it, no, it's
I
top
got that
notch.
check-in to go. A lot of these look lost. They broke, they think it's my fault. No cost. I want that caught. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce.
Good drip.
But she love you, don't cut your.
Yeah,
Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes. The ops on IG all the time. I dare them go live. Wagyu steak, I dine. 8 ounce, 255. I can't get funky with to groovy you me. If I ain't had love for me, I would've tried to get Nicki Minaj. J-Rock ain't gonna let you slide. Dory ain't gonna let you slide. You king of the city, I don't wanna be a big fish in a small pond. Tryna get across that water. I need fans in Vietnam. If you gotta hustle, but you can't stick to the grind, you wasting your time. I need a dub for a verse. I do it for FaceTime before I get to the club. Look at the line. Money ain't changed my heart, but I'm smarter. I guess it changed my mind. And I take care of my in prison. Don't think it's safe inside. I got that check-in to go. A lot of these look lost. They broke, they think it's my fault. No cost. For real. I want that caught. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce.
Good drip.
But she love you, don't cut your.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City, and a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
Now Rudolph on first down. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
The give is to Bell. For 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
They go play action here on first down. Escapes the sack. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. A give to Bell. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now after the offsides penalty. Rudolph looking to throw. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And inside the 20 before it's brought down. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll go back to the ground with Bell. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you. Now Bell, and he is
scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Watching that body. 319.
Throwing on third down, here's Rudolph. And it's caught inside the 5. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Le'Veon Bell with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 7-0. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First down, Mayfield. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And he rifles it complete, caught by Landry. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it third down. So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out. And a 5-yard penalty. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And just shutting him off there. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Mayfield. Quick throw, that's complete on the inside slant. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Damian Ratley with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
A good pickup there at 22. Now a first down carry by Bell. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
This is Bell. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 6 yards on the pickup, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Shotgun snap for Rudolph. And he finds McDonald. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. From the red zone now, Rudolph. That is caught at the 7. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Now Bell. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
He'll get it up the middle. Pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown. Le'Veon Bell with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And the Browns getting set to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A first down throw from Mayfield. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
That first down completion only netted them 3. 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. And that'll make it 3rd down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. On 3rd down, Mayfield underneath for Johnson. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
This quarterback now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Johnson. He showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. 1st and 10 right at the 20. From the gun, Mayfield. That's complete over the middle to Callaway. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Here we go. 319. 319. Over.
Rudolph following the fumble recovery. And McDonald here over the middle. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun.
from the gun. Here's Rudolph. On the left side, it's McDonald. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Detroit! Detroit! Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
Rudolph going to throw again. Over the middle, complete. That's McDonald. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 1st and 10, Rudolph. He's going deep for Brown. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the rookie Denzel Ward. Well, look at that, Chuck. A rookie picked the rookie on that play.
How about that? Is that rookie-on-rookie crime? But you know what happens, too. If you're a rookie defender, you tend to adjust to the game a little bit quicker than if you're a quarterback. Too many things still going through his mind. And on that play, the rookie defender won the battle.
Mayfield to throw it. Stepping up. He's going to keep it. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Gun! 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 Gun!
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Gun! 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 Gun!
Second down, Mayfield. Completes this to Callaway over on the right side. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
Leopard! Leopard! Detroit! Detroit!
Mayfield on first down. Dumping it off for Johnson. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it second down. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Steps away to his left. And he is out of bounds, but not before taking this down to the 8. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
Gun! 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 All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Mayfield now. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. David Njoku in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. Switzer now to return. So thanks to the late touch, well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw, Mayfield. Dancing to his left. Trying to lob it in there, but it's incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Now Mayfield. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Britton Colquitt now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Detroit! Detroit!
Here's Rudolph now on 2nd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's McDonald. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
No. Check. Patriot. Good. Philly, here we go.
Now Rudolph on 1st down. It's complete to Brown, right side. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Detroit! Here we go now. Boom!
Now a play fake, and it's Rudolph. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up third down.
Well, man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. And the Steelers on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Rudolph now to throw. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
We've been at enough practices, and how many times have we stood on the sidelines and a unit goes out to kick a field goal and hear a special teams coach say, make sure you protect. First thing, protect. And here they give up a block.
Yeah, especially in a tight game like this, tied second half. This is when execution is so key.
They go over everything in the huddle. The last thing you're going to hear everywhere, make sure you protect. That didn't get done.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I feel for some of these guys nowadays because it is so tough to be able to run with these tight ends. Their speed, their elusiveness, especially when they run across the field. Because you're not just running with him, you're trying to run through some traffic as well.
This is Carlos Hyde, the former 49er, his first carry. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. Shrugs him off. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Third and short yardage, Mayfield. And he fires one, but incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Either way. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
On 2nd down, here's Rudolph. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. A third-quarter score now from MetLife Stadium. The Redskins have scored yet again. They've really opened that one up. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. first carry for James Conner. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Out of the gun, Rudolph. Oh, the ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Wait a second. They did not accept that after the incompletion. Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's 3 yards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. A 1st down throw for Mayfield. Got an open man. It's Ratley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. Well, I'm sure he likes this performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the fourth quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Stephon Tuitt, the former Notre Dame man. In there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Check. Green, 39.
Working out of the gun. Mayfield buying time to his left. Gets through, and now an opening. Excellent work that time to get free, and for his exploits, he's going to be left with just a 3rd and 3. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down, makes it manageable now.
Mayfield looks to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. From the gun, Mayfield. Oh, no, he lost the football. Another costly turnover, their second of this second half. And earlier when I asked you your keys to the second half, you said, hey, it may be trite, but I think it's turnovers. That's coming to fruition.
It certainly is, and let's face it, they named the game after it, right? So isn't it the most important thing?
What,
it's football. Exactly. They named the game for it. Take care of it.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Mayfield now on second down, being chased out left. This will be caught inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Really nice gain on the completion. However, still 3rd and goal that they face now. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Detroit! Detroit!
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Forced out to his left. And he took the contact as he was throwing it. And the ball drops incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field. But defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
And Gonzalez puts this one through. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Gun! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Rudolph throwing on second down. Got a man. It's Brown. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
Over!
Shotgun snap for Rudolph. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Figuring they're going for it on 4th down. Remember, though, they do have all 3 timeouts, so even if they don't get it, all is not lost.
Yeah, normally in this situation, when you're talking about having to go for it, everything is in this play. But as you noted, with those 3 timeouts, they actually have a little bit of a safety net.
So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down.
Now let's go! Green 39! Green 39! All right, now, lucky 56! Lucky 56! Hot! Hot!
They'll look to throw. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. They have the lead, still a one-possession game, but the defense got the stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off, and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened. So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder, Artie Burns. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trusting his quarterback and trusting his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Obviously a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it, but they've got to continue to move quickly.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 11. Back to throw. And he's got Rodgers. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. He'll look to throw. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Detroit! Detroit! Hot! Over!
He's back to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Bell. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
Brandon, sometimes we give a lot of these running backs credit for being good receivers and all they catch are swings and screens. Le'Veon Bell's a full member of the passing game for the Pittsburgh Steelers, whether he's split out of the backfield or not.
Well, no doubt he can catch it, coming off a career-high 85 receptions in 2017.
Detroit! Detroit! Hurry up, here we go! 3-19! No, 3-19! Patriot!
And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone! Gone! Here we go! 3-19! 3-19!
Rudolph. Steps away to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Wide open receiver complete. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
Watch it now, Barney. Gone! 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 Set! Green 39! Green 39!
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. One last throw here for Rudolph. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. Well, Charles, exciting to the very end. That's what we just saw in this game. Final play there, had it in the red zone. But anytime you're outside of the 10, that's tough trying to draw up a final play to get in, and they couldn't do it.
It certainly is. So what they were looking for was, extra time. Too bad it's not FIFA soccer, right, where you get a little bit of extra and you get a chance to run a couple more plays and maybe get closer and take that last shot into the end zone.
So for Cleveland, they'll finish the first half of the schedule dead even at 4-4. And they'll return home next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.